Hello friends, this is Mr. Ravinder Tajne. I welcome all of you to our YouTube channel as Ravi Taj Online Banking Academy. Today we are discussing very important topic, that is data sufficiency, which is very much important for UPSC examinations, then bank examinations and staff selection commission examinations and other allied examinations. So I am requesting all of you kindly subscribe our channel as Ravi Taj Online Banking Academy for new updates of UPSC examinations, then banking examinations and staff selection commission examinations. My dear friends, topic of data sufficiency is recently asked by UPSC examinations also from last 2 to 3 years subsequently. So I am requesting all of you kindly listen this video till last for getting basic concepts, shortcut techniques and what must be our approach as far as topic is concerned. My dear friends, before appearing any examination, our basic concept must be very clear. And how the example is asked in examination, we must know in a very proper way before handling any examinations. So let us start, my dear friends, today's our lecture, that is data sufficiency. Now start with what is format of example, means how the example is asked in examination, and then we'll start actual basic concepts as far as topic is concerned. So my dear friends, in examination, suppose we'll consider one example which is asked, suppose in examinations. Say, question is asked to you, that is x greater than y? यहाँ पे आपको क्वेश्चन मार्क भी दिया जाता है, मीन्स इट शुड बी रिमेंबर बाय ऑल ऑफ यू इन डाटा सफिशिएंसी, every question followed by question mark. Okay, we'll discuss in latter half. First we'll understand what is format of example in examinations. Then statement 1 is given to you, x is 2 times y. Listen very carefully. And statement 2 is given to you, y is less than z, comma, which is more than x. Means यहाँ पे आपको दो statement दिए है and followed by 5 answer options. Listen very carefully. यहाँ पे आपको 5 आंसर ऑप्शन दिए. सपोज आंसर ऑप्शन नंबर 1 इज गिवन टू यू, ओनली स्टेटमेंट 1 अलोन सफिशिएंट टू आंसर द क्वेश्चन and statement 2 is not sufficient to answer the question. Then option number 2, only statement 2 alone sufficient to answer the question and statement number 1 alone not sufficient to answer the question. Then my dear friends, then option number 3, both statement 1 and 2 together are sufficient for answering the question. Independent statements are not sufficient, means यहाँ पे आपको दोनों statements club करने पड़ेंगे, combine करने पड़ेंगे, and then we can answer whether data is sufficient or not. Then then option number 4, statement 1 alone sufficient or statement number 2 alone sufficient for answering the question. Listen very carefully. Actually option number 3 आपको यहाँ पे दिया है, both statements should be combined for answering the question, that is x greater than y. And option number 4 यहाँ पे आपको दिया है, both statements are independent sufficient, means either statement 1 independent or either statement 2 independent sufficient for answering the question. What is that? Is x greater than y? Okay. And my dear friends, last option यहाँ पे आपको दिया है, that is data is insufficient. Okay, more data is required. We can't answer from the answer option 1, 2, 3, 4. Means if we can't answer the question's answer, then my dear friends, we have to choose answer that data is insufficient. My dear friends, what is basic concept behind data sufficiency? Because in many examinations, in many computer examinations, data sufficiency topic is obviously famous in examinations. So my dear friends, before solving any topic of either reasoning or aptitude, your basic concept must be very clear. Basically this chapter is from reasoning section, and your basic concept means what? Before handling any question, means what are the dimensions of example, how our approach must be there for solving any example, and then step by step we should go for solving an example. Actually listen very carefully, my dear friends, in data sufficiency actually author asks question to you. Okay, means question mark यहाँ पे आपको दिया जाएगा लास्ट में. क्वेश्चन मार्क का मतलब क्या, माय डियर फ्रेंड्स? यहाँ पे आंसर आपके दो तरीके से आ सकते हैं, means either answer will be in the yes format or either answer in the no format. Actually many students are not knowing in data sufficiency, many questions are answer also no type also. means इसका मतलब आपको पता होना चाहिए, means यहाँ पे आपको आंसर नहीं निकालना, ये आप पहले आप समझिए. My dear friends, in data sufficiency You have to not solve an example. Listen very carefully. Means आपको इतना ही बताना है data is sufficient or not for answering the question. So first thing we should remember, we have to try to avoid to solve an example. Listen very carefully. We have to try to avoid to solve an example. Means many students are actually solving the question in examinations and then marking answer 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Actually in some questions I do understand we have to solve example and then we have to try to answer the questions in data sufficiency. But basically my dear friends, in data sufficiency, kindly remember author only asks you whether data is sufficient or not. Then for solving question we have to avoid it. We have to avoid to solve a question. Means without solving question we have to try to answer the question whether data is sufficient or not. Okay, we will have separate discussions in our separate lecture. Today we are just discussing introductions or basic concepts which are required for data sufficiency. Means first thing we should remember that author is asking question to you. Second thing we should remember that answer can be yes also or no also. Means many students are only knowing that answer is only yes format. But remember my dear friends, many questions are also having answer no type but still data is sufficient. ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. Third thing, we have to try to avoid to solve an example. Means only author ने आपको इतना ही पूछा है data is sufficient or not. That's why you have to try to avoid to solve an example. And while choosing answer options, my dear friends, remember very carefully. Means while choosing answer options, we have to think only on statement 1 alone first. Means यहाँ पे आपको only statement 1 alone is giving data is sufficient. Then choose answer option 1. Then we have to think statement 2 alone independently. Remember very carefully. We have to think statement number 2 alone independently. Statement number 2 alone independently. If we are getting answer, then choose answer option 2. Then go to option number 3. If you are not getting answer from statement 1 independently, statement 2 independently, then go to statement number 1 and 2 together. Means यहाँ पे आपको combine करना पड़ेगा. And then my dear friends, then option number 4 comes. Means by combining also we are not getting answer. Then this is very important case actually my dear friends. Statement number 1 alone independent or statement number 2 alone independent sufficient for answering the question. And if you are not getting answer over here, not, kindly remember, then you can simply answer my dear friends, that is data is insufficient or more data is required. Okay, so this is format of example asked in examinations. And we should go for approach, how we should go for keeping our approach for solving example we have discussed over here. So my dear friends, let us go to one sample example. यहाँ पे हम एक sample example लेने वाले हैं. यहाँ पे आप confusion कैसे होता है यहाँ पे हमें देखना है. So I'm requesting my dear friends, listen this video till last. यहाँ पे आपकी बहुत important concept बारीकी से यहाँ पे आपकी clear होने वाली है. So listen this video till last for getting basic concepts of data sufficiency or how to get accuracy as far as data sufficient topic is concerned. So I will take one sample example my dear friends. So same example we are discussing, that is x greater than y and followed by 2 statements. यहाँ पे 3 statement भी दिए जा सकते हैं. आंसर ऑप्शंस भी यहाँ पे वैरी हो सकते हैं. बट यहाँ पे 2 स्टेटमेंट हमने लिए एंड 5 स्टैंडर्ड ऑप्शंस यहाँ पे हमने लिए. ओके, सो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, सपोज टेक स्टेटमेंट नंबर 1 इंडिपेंडेंट फर्स्ट. x is 2 times y. यहाँ पे ही स्टूडेंट्स कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं माय डियर फ्रेंड्स. आज x is 2 times y, so sir x should be greater than y. माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, काइंडली रिमेंबर, यहाँ पे ऑथर ने आपको ये नहीं दिया है कि टेक वैल्यू ऑफ x और y एज अ पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव. सो अकॉर्डिंगली माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, यहाँ पे आपको पता होना चाहिए दैट स्टेटमेंट 1 अलोन इज नॉट सफिशिएंट टू आंसर द क्वेश्चन. काइंडली रिमेंबर, स्टेटमेंट नंबर 1 अलोन नॉट सफिशिएंट टू आंसर द क्वेश्चन because values of x and y are not given in the example or in the statement. So यहाँ पे आपका आंसर ऑप्शन रहने वाला है my dear friends, that is statement 1 alone not sufficient for answering the question. Okay, this is actually I am discussing how the cases or how the question can be solved. Suppose यहाँ पे आपको ऑथर ने दिया है केस नंबर 2. सपोज विल डिस्कस. ऑथर ने यहाँ पे आपको दिया है x is 2 times y in bracket. ऑथर ने आपको दिया है take values of x and y positive. My dear friends, kindly remember, if author has given take value of x and y positive, suppose x I consider as a sample example, I consider x is equal to plus 10 and y is equal to plus 5. मीन्स यहाँ पे आपको ऑथर ने दिया है टेक वैल्यूज ऑफ एक्स एंड वाई पॉजिटिव, देन माय डियर फ्रेंड्स वी कैन आंसर एक्स इज ग्रेटर देन वाई. Kindly remember we can answer x is greater than y and our statement number 1 alone sufficient for answering the question. Remember, kindly remember our statement number 1 alone sufficient for answering the question. Okay, suppose my dear friends take case number 3. Actually केस नंबर हमने 2 देखी है. यहाँ पे आपको वैल्यूज आर गिवन. सपोज ऑथर ने यहाँ पे दिया है, क्वेश्चन में दिया है टेक वैल्यूज ऑफ x एंड y पॉजिटिव, देन एंड देन ओनली माय डियर फ्रेंड्स वी कैन आंसर दैट इज x इज ग्रेटर देन y. बट केस नंबर 3 हम यहाँ पे डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. राइट, सपोज ऑथर ने यहाँ पे दिया है x इज 2 टाइम्स y और इन ब्रैकेट ऑथर ने दिया है यहाँ पे टेक वैल्यूज नेगेटिव. देन आल्सो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स सपोज वी टेक more elaborations over here or more explanations over here. Suppose x is equal to -10 and y is equal to -5. Consider for answering the question. Here my dear friends you should remember -10 is less than -5. That is x is less than y, and accordingly my dear friends we can answer that also statement number 1 alone sufficient to answer the question. Means यहाँ पे आपको ये पता होना चाहिए because where our answer is x is not greater than y. I repeat my dear friends, as far as statement number 1 is concerned, means if author has given x is 2 times y, यहाँ पे आपको आंसर नहीं देना. यहाँ पे बच्चे, बहुत सारे बच्चे कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं कि सर स्टेटमेंट नंबर 1 अलोन सफिशिएंट. नो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, बिकॉज ओनली x is 2 times y, यहाँ इतना ही ऑथर ने यहाँ पे दिया है. सो यहाँ पे आपका आंसर होना चाहिए. सो स्टेटमेंट नंबर 1 is not sufficient to answer the question unless until author is mentioning that take value positive or negative. मीन्स यहाँ पे केस नंबर 1 सपोज हमने ली है तो यहाँ पे आपका आंसर होना चाहिए as per the question demand is concerned. Statement number 1 is not sufficient to answer the question. Then come to my dear friend statement number suppose 1 only, but case number 2. Case number 2 means what? X is 2 times y और ऑथर ने यहाँ पे ब्रैकेट में आपको दिया है take values of x and y as a positive. Then my dear friends means we can take, suppose we can elaborate over here. X is equal to +10 we consider and y is equal to say +5. Then here my dear friends x is greater than y means यहाँ पे आपका आंसर आएगा इन द यस फॉर्मेट. ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. मीन्स यहाँ पे आपका आंसर आ गया इन यस फॉर्मेट एंड डाटा इज सफिशिएंट टू आंसर द क्वेश्चन बिकॉज आंसर स्टेटमेंट नंबर 1 अलोन सफिशिएंट टू आंसर द क्वेश्चन फॉर गिविंग आंसर इन यस फॉर्मेट. बट माय डियर फ्रेंड्स रिमेंबर ओवर हियर सपोज केस नंबर 3 भी आपको पता होनी चाहिए दैट इज x is 2 times y. Take values of x and y negative. If author has given in the bracket take values negative, so my dear friends यहाँ पे आपका आंसर आएगा that statement number 1 alone sufficient because suppose we consider x is equal to -10 and y is equal to -5. Here -10 is less than -5 means my dear friends x is less than y means x is not greater than y. यहाँ पे आपका आंसर आएगा negative. So but still statement number 1 alone sufficient to answer the question. मीन्स स्टेटमेंट नंबर 1 के ऊपर हमने 3 केसेस डिस्कस किए हैं. केस नंबर 1 में आपका आंसर आएगा डाटा इज इनसफिशिएंट. केस नंबर 2 में आएगा आपका आंसर इज यस फॉर्मेट. स्टेटमेंट नंबर 1 अलोन सफिशिएंट. एंड माय डियर फ्रेंड्स केस नंबर 3 में भी आपका आंसर आएगा स्टिल दैट इज व्हाट स्टेटमेंट नंबर 1 अलोन सफिशिएंट फॉर गिविंग द नेगेटिव आंसर. ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. ओके, सपोज वी विल गो टू स्टेटमेंट नंबर 2 इंडिपेंडेंटली. स्टेटमेंट नंबर 2 पे हमने यहाँ पे दिया है y is less than z and which is more than x. So I will solve over here. Okay, suppose here y is less than z means what? That is z is greater than y and z also greater than x. So here by rules of inequality my dear friends, if common term is greater than both the terms we can't combine inequality. Listen very carefully. Actually this topic once again lies from inequalities, basics of inequalities. सपोज यहाँ पे आपको दिया y is less than z means z is greater than y, simple case, and z also greater than x or z also more than x means remember the rules of inequality. When common term is what greater than both the terms my dear friends we can't combine the inequalities. Actually for combining the rules of inequalities we must remember common term must be less than the first term and greater than the second term or vice versa. Okay, accordingly we can combine the inequalities over here my dear friends. यहाँ पे means you should remember statement number 2 also not sufficient. Means if you go to once again the sample example my dear friends, statement number 1 also not sufficient and statement number 2 also not sufficient. So बहुत सारे बच्चे यहाँ पे confuse हो जाते हैं. As x is 2 times y sir, simple answer should be there. Statement number 1 alone sufficient. नो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, यहाँ पे आपको ये केस आपको पता होनी चाहिए, केस नंबर 2 और केस नंबर 3 आपको पता होनी चाहिए. So my dear friends, our standard answer for this question that data is insufficient. So we should choose answer option number 5. Remember very carefully. Okay, means यहाँ पे आपको ये चीज पता होनी चाहिए. In data sufficiency, our answer can be also yes format also or no format also. Means what, my dear friends? Actually आंसर यस और नो निकलना ये आपके ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं, मेरे ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं है. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द कंटेंट ऑफ द स्टेटमेंट. सो रिमेंबर माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, एज पर द कंटेंट ऑफ ऑथर वी शुड चूज आंसर ऑप्शन एज एस, and as per the content of the or data of the statement we should choose answer option no, and then we should choose answer options 1 2 3 4 or 5 accordingly whether data is sufficient or not. And then my dear friends, suppose बहुत सारे बच्चों में ये भी कंफ्यूजन होता है, सर क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं करना मीन्स व्हाट. ओके, मीन्स व्हाट? एक्चुअली डाटा सफिशिएंसी, द वर्ड सफिशिएंसी itself guide you that we should not to solve an example, only we have to answer whether data is sufficient or not. Suppose my dear friends, consider a very simple example. What is value of x? Suppose statement number 1 is given to you, 3x plus y is equal to 12, and statement number 2 is given to you, x minus y is equal to 4. My dear friends, what we do in examinations, we mark, suppose this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2, and then we'll go for adding the equations over here accordingly. Suppose 3x plus y is equal to 12, then x minus y is equal to 4. Then we go for additions of the equations and then do like operations like 4x is equal to, suppose यहाँ पे 0 आएगा, यहाँ पे 0 आएगा. 4x is equal to suppose 16, then x is equal to what? Then we answer as a 4, and then we can answer, my dear friend, that both statements should be combined over here. Remember very carefully that in data sufficiency यहाँ पे आपको ऑथर ने इतना ही पूछा है, आंसर इसका निकलता है कि नहीं. What is value of x? क्वेश्चन मार्क का मतलब क्या? What is value of x? यहाँ पे आपको x की वैल्यू नहीं निकालनी, इतना ही आपको बताना है कि whether we can answer in yes or no format. So my dear friends, as simple rules when we solve questions of equations, that is linear equations. Okay, यहाँ पे हमने दो linear equation consider किए, equation number 1, equation number 2. That this is a very important rule for solving questions of equations, that number of variables must be equal to number of equations. My dear friends, remember this rule, very important. Number of variables means what? X and y are here variables, and suppose that 3 here, 1 and 12 here are constants. Okay, these are constant values. So x and y are variables over here. So this is a very important rule for solving questions of equations. That to data sufficiency, that number of variables must be number of equal to number of equations. Means simple, my dear friends. Here we have two variables with us, x and y, and we have two equations with us. Means simple, my dear friends. We can simple answer that both statements should be combined for answering the value of x or what is value of x. Means suppose only statement number 1 आपको दिया है 3x plus y is equal to 12. My dear friends, only one statement is given to you. So यहाँ पे आपके दो वेरिएबल हो गए और एक ही स्टेटमेंट हो गया, तो we can't calculate the value or we can't get the value of x over here. Our answer must be data is insufficient. This is very important rule. Means यहाँ पे आपको दो वेरिएबल यहाँ पे होने चाहिए और दो इक्वेशन होने चाहिए. इसका मतलब क्या? Don't use pen. Actually one important rule is important for most of examination. Never use pen for the example which your eyes can easily solve. And data sufficiency, this slogan or this statement is very important, that we should not use pen where our eyes can easily solve an example. Means हमें immediately pen नहीं use करना है. We have to observe the question, we have to observe the demands of question, and accordingly we have to answer. Means यहाँ पे आपको यही rule apply करना when the questions are from linear equations, that number of variables must be equal to number of equation, and if not equal, data is insufficient. If equal, so my dear friends, यहाँ पे आपको दोनों स्टेटमेंट क्लब करने पड़ेंगे for finding value of x. This should be very important rule you should remember in data sufficiency. As per the today's concluding part of our lecture is concerned, actually data sufficiency topic is very much important for most of examinations. And recently UPSC is asking more questions on these areas. Okay, even in bank exams also number of questions are over there. Okay. So as I said in my previous videos also, you may observe these videos as far as reasoning sections are concerned. Actually in any examinations of either bank exams or staff selection commission examinations or UPSC examinations, topics like logical reasoning or analytical abilities or verbal reasoning, non-verbal reasoning or basic numeracy or aptitude or quantity aptitude or comprehension sections. Actually, basic concept must be very, very clear. I do understand exams are obviously practice is important, but before moving practice, our concept should be very clear. And in my language, in my opinion, our optimum practice must be there. Means we are doing more practice, but our concepts are actually very weak. And before solving example, our concept must be very, very, very strong. And then optimum practice, not more practice, is important for any examinations. Okay, so accordingly, my dear friends, I will revise today's session within one minute only, and then we'll conclude our today's lecture. So kindly remember, in data sufficiency, author asks question to you. Okay, first thing, author asks question to you means question mark यहाँ पे आपको दिया जाएगा. Question mark का मतलब क्या? Answer can be yes also, no also. To get answer in yes format or no format, it depends on content of the statement. Remember this line, very, very important. Depends on content of the statement. Many questions are getting answer no, but still data is sufficient. Okay. Then while answering the questions, you should remember, means first think only on statement number 1. Then if you are getting answer, choose answer option 1. Go in sequence. Then think only on statement number 2 independently. If you are getting answer, choose answer option number 2. Then my dear friends, if you are not getting answer from 1 or 2 independently, then my dear friends, go for combining both the statements. Okay, combining both the statements. And then if you are getting answer either in yes or no format, then my dear friend, choose answer option number 3, that we should combine both the statements. Then go to option number 4, in sequence. In sequence, what is very important, because we are not choose random options. Then means what? We can't get answer combinedly. Then think first statement 1 independently or statement number 2 independently. यहाँ पे और का मतलब बहुत important है. Independent operations must be there while choosing answer options. And then my dear friends, if you are not getting answer, then we should choose, that is data is insufficient or more data is required for answering the question. So accordingly, we should choose answer options very, very proper in examinations as far as topic of data sufficiency from reasoning section is concerned. So my dear friends, I will be putting separate video for detailed discussions of data sufficiency. So I am requesting all of you, I hope you have obviously enjoyed this today's session in a short duration. So I am requesting for more updates of UPSC examinations or banking examinations or Staff Selection Commission examinations and other allied examinations. I am requesting kindly subscribe our channel as Ravitaj Online Banking Academy for new updates. I am also requesting listen or observe our previous videos also. I already have put on our YouTube channel as Ravitaj Online Banking Academy. So I am requesting my dear friends, do subscribe and like also, share also and comment also. Your comments are also precious for me for more updates, for new changes and more approach towards examinations concern. Thank you my dear friends. Thank you. Take care. Good day.